What is up, people of YouTube? I'm your host Vernon. This is Mulberry Lake. Let's fish that. Alright guys, so this video started out as exploring a new spot at Lake Mead. What is up, people of YouTube? I'm your host Vernon. This is Ocean World Way. That's Lake Mead. Let's fish that. It was a very windy morning. Made it very difficult to record anything. The wind did die down around about 11 a.m. But along with that, lots of people started coming to Lake Mead, being Memorial Day and stuff. Lots of people packed into the place. Got to a point where people started catching your line and stuff as they were casting out. That's how many people there were around. Also lots of people swimming and floating around with tubes. So fishing became really hard. We decided to rather pack up and made our way here to Floyd Lamb Park. I do expect, however, Floyd Lamb Park will also be rather packed with lots of people, seeing as it is Memorial Weekend. Therefore, we are here early to get a spot. We are fishing Mulberry Lake. It's the bottom one. It's not the one that gets stocked. So I think less people would be fishing this one. More would focus on the top one. That is why we're in this one. Okay, so this pond does have catfish in it. It does have bass, also some bluegills, maybe green sunfish swimming around in the shallows, as well as some carp. This was one of the original ponds that was stocked with carp, quite a few in here. And I recently got a new reel I want to test. So we're going to try using this new reel today to see if we can catch some carp from this little pond here. So I have been receiving quite a few questions on some of my videos about what I use to catch carp. Now, I would like to hear from you guys if you would like me to do a video where I show you everything from where I find the stuff that I use, the baits, the tackle, all the way through how I rig it, what I put on, and how I catch the fish, and how to fight the fish on the tackle that I have. If this is something you guys really would like to see, please do go down in the comments and tell me if a complete video about how I catch carp. If you want to see that, please let me know. Alright, but that's enough talking for now. Let's get set up and start fishing. And there we are, guys, first fish for the day. Gee. Alright guys, so I think we have a carp on here. Not expecting any monsters like out of Lake Mead, but we can still get something like a 3 or 4 pounder out of this little pond. This one's putting up quite a good fight. Just gonna let the fish tire out a bit. Just moving to a spot where we can perhaps land the fish. Quite shallow here. And I'm afraid it's not a carp, it is a koi actually. Or some carp koi cross. Right, so this one is too big to get into the net, so what we're going to do is we're going to let him tire out a bit more and see if we can get a hand on him. It's a carp.
Oh no, this is true bravery. Just be careful, you're not stepping anything.
Oh, there you are.
There you go.
All right, let's see. Oh, all right. Get the skillet out, girl. Get the skillet out. Get the big one out. Get the big skillet.
All right, there we are.
Here, go hold him for a second.
Oh, no.
You want to touch him?
I'm good watching it. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Right, we're quickly going to release this little guy. Yes. Alright guys, nice catch. And there he goes. Alright guys, I also need to explain. We have one carp rod here set up fishing on this side of the pond. Then we have another one over there with the new reel that I'm testing on that side of the pond, as well as the third one here. We have some night crawlers on, trying for some catfish. And then the fourth rod my wife is using over there, trying for some bass at the moment. We are using 4 rods because we are 2 licensed anglers. We are allowed to use 2 rods each. That's why we have the 4 rods. 2 for carp, 1 for catfish, 1 for bass. Let's see if we can manage to catch anything else from this little pond. Okay.
And this is now my first bass in the US.
Tiny little bass, but a bass nonetheless.
And why it went for a spinner this size.
Alright guys, tiny little baby bass. Quickly gonna get him back into the water. And off he goes. Alright guys, so this particular pond actually has a lot of algae growing on the bottom, meaning the little rig I use for the catfish, that keeps getting covered in algae. Didn't have any bites on that. It kind of feels like a waste to use that, so pack that up, switching over to my light setup. Alright guys, I've noticed these fish are going for little moving objects. Just got myself a small little largemouth bass. Alright guys, cute little guy. Gonna get him back into the water. And I got that little guy on an improvised setup using a little beetle spin, but I removed the little lure and just put on a small little treble hook. The spinning of the blade draws them in, and then they bite the little red hook. Bit of improvisation to get something that's meant for bigger fish to work for the smaller fish. And of course guys, it wouldn't be a holiday without this. Alright guys, well, I finally managed to get one on the new rod and reel, or the new reel. Let's see if we can land it. Alright guys, nice big carp. Still gonna have a few runs in him. Still some fight in this one. Alright guys, and there we go. Our second little carp for today. Nice big fat one. Quickly gonna get a picture of him before we release him. Alright guys, quickly gonna release this nice fish back into the water. There he goes guys. Alright guys, quite a busy day, lots of people around, but we had a pretty good day, fun day out here. We managed to catch the 2 carps. We also caught a total of 3 of this small little bass. We tried for some big bass, we tried for some bluegill, we tried for catfish. None of these wanted to bite on anything. Saw quite a lot of bass swimming around, but they're not interested in our lures. But luckily we got those carp and the bass, and it was a fun day out here, all things considered. Okay guys, but that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, give us a little thumbs up. If it's the first video of mine you're seeing, consider hitting the subscribe button. Feel free to comment down below. Remember to tell me if you guys want to see the total setup of how to catch carp all the way. I catch carp. Please let me know in the comments down below. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.